pandemic na nararanasan ng mundo dahil sa COVID-19, pinagdududahan at sinasabing pinagplanuhan o gawa-gawa lang. Hoax nga ba ang COVID-19? Ito ang report ni Shai Lagarde.
Search pandemic and you will see results like these. In parts of the world, may mga rally against the pandemic, also called scamdemic or COVID hoax. Paniniwala ng protesters, exaggerated ang epekto ng COVID-19. They consume alternative sources of information, hoping to shed light on the things they find questionable. Sa Pilipinas, may similar advocacy ang Concerned Doctors and Citizens of the Philippines o CDCPH. Ang kanilang motto, flatten the fear.
We're just a group of people, doctors, who are concerned that there's something wrong with the way COVID is being presented or the way that our policies are being made. The lockdowns or the restrictions have already caused our economy so much damage already. To lift it, but in a way that is controlled and safe. We should be prepared to isolate the sick and provide them enough protection. The scientific and well-renowned doctors have already come out about 2 weeks ago, and they called it the Great Barrington Declaration. Established doctors from Harvard, from Oxford, and from Stanford.
Ayon kay Dr. Agbayani, may tatlo silang pinaglalaban. Una, hayaan ang lumabas ang mga tao at huwag sapilitang i-impose ang health protocol sa lahat.
The protocols, I think, should be not mandatory as per the decision of the individual. You are forced to wear a mask, face shield, to be restricted from doing this or going there. These are actually dangerous times for our civil liberties and our rights. The studies we have now on COVID and masks are mechanical studies. You really can't equate that to the real world.
Paglilinaw naman ng Department of Health,
meron na pong sapat na ebidensya simula pa ho nung atin pong ipinatupad ito na ang pagsusuot ng mask can prevent a person from being infected by as much as 85%. Kapag nag-physical distancing ka, meron ding 80% na prevention factor yan. Kapag nag-face shield ka, about 75 to 78%.
Ikalawa, bigyang pansin ang mga gamot na di umano'y maaring gamitin.
Hydroxychloroquine with zinc, but it was sort of like pushed aside when the WHO-sponsored studies, they actually showed some danger to the drug. In France, in New York, there were doctors who were using it at a relatively low dose, and it worked. So we were wondering why they had to use a higher dose. Ivermectin, which can also be used in an early stage, monoclonal antibody drug, leronlimab, is a major competitor of remdesivir. I think a type of it was given to Trump.
Wala po tayong itinatago. We have always been transparent. Sa ngayon, wala pa talagang gamot na may sapat na ebidensya na magsasabi na magagamot na niya ang COVID-19 o mape-prevent na niya. Lahat ay nasa clinical trial stage.
Ikatlo, hindi raw dapat obligahin ang RT-PCR test.
We are being forced to test. Even if you're no longer transmissible, you will still get a positive result. Why do we put all the weight on the test? This disease is really dangerous to the elderly. Below 60, I have to say na meron din naman, practically none. So if you're young, why should you be too afraid of it? No?
Napaka-risky na statement. Even those below 60 years old. So kailangan lahat tayo mag-ingat. Wala pong pinipili na edad ito. Ang lagi naman namin sinasabi, wala po tayong 100%. No? Ang RT-PCR po, mga 80% po, masasabi natin it is accurate. Ngunit hindi naman po tayo nag-over-rely on testing. Talagang kami, isolation first. Kahit na hindi ka pa matest, basta ikaw ay ma-quarantine o ma-isolate for 14 days, magiging ligtas po tayo dahil hindi mo na maihahawa pa kung may sakit ka man.
But in reality, things aren't as black and white, but much more nuanced. June lang ikinasal si Kirk kay Jen, 29 years old and 6 months pregnant. Sa karanasan nila dahil sa protocols kaya nawala ang kanyang mag-ina.
September 28, Monday, nilalagnat siya. Noong Tuesday afternoon, malakas siya. By the night, bigla siyang nilagnat ulit. Binigyan naman ng go signal ng OB na, sige, painumin mo ng paracetamol. Friday ng madaling araw, bigla siyang nag-chills. Binigay sa amin yung x-ray result. Currently may pneumonia siya. Pwede ho bang i-admit yung wife ko? Walang bakante ngayon. Okay lang yan, i-home treatment mo lang siya. Tapos binigyan kami ng samdamakmak na antibiotics na reseta. Knowing na yun nga medyo critical na yung kondisyon niya. Ngayon yung dura niya parang, alam mo na, sobrang brown na. Saturday, doon namin nalaman na positive siya. May COVID hotline kami dito. Sabi ko nahihirapan na huminga yung wife ko, buntis po siya. Sa quarantine facility lang daw, na sharing, including yung banyo. Hindi naman bubuti yung pakiramdam ng asawa ko doon. That time, so peres na kami may sakit.
Kinabukasan pa sila nadala ng barangay sa ospital, pero hindi rin daw natutukan ng doktor.
Sabi ko, tulungan nyo kami. Parang awa nyo na. around 2:30, sinabi nila sa akin na wala na daw siya. Hindi niyo ko ba ako isa-swab test kasi ako yung close contact niya eh. Hindi daw. Taxi ako pa uwi, kinuha ko yung mga documents. Nalaman ko yung result nung October 8. Positive din ako. Naka-wheelchair na ako kasi nga nahihirapan na ako. Our local LGU mandated na wag daw tatanggap ng hindi severely ill case. Sige, magstay ka rito. Diyan ka matutulog sa wheelchair sa labas.
Kirk's very real experience with COVID-19, despite being careful and being under 60, proves how dangerous it is. Pero kakabit nito ang protocols na tila arbitrary at paiba-iba na basihan marahil ng conspiracy theories.
I think it's very disrespectful to tell everyone with confidence that COVID is a hoax because you didn't go through the pain of having to lose someone. I hope hindi nila mapagdaanan just for them to realize that it's real. Magpi-PPE kami ng 8 hours, gugutumin namin yung sarili namin yung 8 hours. Hindi kami iihi, hindi kami iinom ng tubig para manakot ng mga tao. Sana nga hindi totoo, but ito yung reality. Kung may nakita kayo nagsispread ng hoax about the virus, try to educate them if they are willing. If not, layuan nyo sila. It's really dangerous to associate with these people because kung hindi ka naniniwala sa virus, hindi mo protektahan yung sarili mo. Hindi mo protektahan yung mga nasa paligid mo. Protect yourself. Stay away from people who are treating this virus as a joke.
Sa mga panahon ngayon, dahil ay lahat tayo, we have that fear, meron pong anxiety, and wrong information could add to this anxiety and fear. Wrong information also can lead to bad behaviors and incorrect practices. Alam po natin kung paano natin malalabanan ang sakit na ito, by simply wearing the mask, doing physical distance, always washing your hands. Yan po mga good behaviors yan. Kung magagawa lang po natin yan, tayo po ay magkakaroon ng control dito sa sitwasyon na ito.
Panawagan naman ng World Health Organization, flatten the infodemic curve. Huwag agad mag-share ng hindi dino-double check kung accurate, kung reliable ang source, at kung may sapat na ebidensyang susuporta dito. In the past 7 months, we've seen the gravity and effects of this virus. May mga bagay mang napoliticize o nabahira ng anomalya, certain facts have been established about preventing its spread. Walang mawawala kung gawin natin ang mga ito to protect ourselves and our loved ones. I'm Shai Lagarde. I stand for truth.